Hello, in this video we're going to take a look at a few things you can do with strings in Java. So let's create a string for a start. Let's say string name equals John, and we've already seen that you can display this. So if I just type sysout name, we could display that string. We can also join strings together. So in sysout here, I could do this. My name is, let's put a space in and then a plus. So what's this actually doing? Well, here we've got a string variable, a variable of the string type, and we're assigning it this string value. So this text in quotes is called a string literal. It is a string itself, and that's why we can assign it to a variable of type string, which is effectively also a string. So this is a string, and this is a variable that's capable of referring to a string. Now, when we were looking at primitive variables, I said that a primitive variable is a bit like a bucket that you've put a label on and you put some value into that bucket. This isn't a primitive type of variable because string is not a primitive type. It's what we call a class in Java. So this works a little bit differently. This is a bit like if you write down an address on a piece of paper. The address of a house. What is that thing that you've written? It's a kind of an instruction for where you can find a particular house. And with non-primitive variable types, that's similar to what you get. So by assigning a value to this name variable, it's as if we're telling name to remember where this string literal is. So this is what actually creates the string, and this assignment operation here is saying make name kind of store the location of this string so you can find it again. And there we're actually using it, and we're using name to refer to this existing string. Don't worry too much about that. It'll become clearer to you as we go through the course. What we're doing here is we're taking a string literal and we're joining it or concatenating it with another string. So when we run this program, it says, my name is John. We could also define a variable, declare a variable, I should say. I'm trying to use the exact right language here. We could declare a variable that refers to a string literal like this. So let's do that. Let's say string text, I'll just call it text. So I'm just making up names for my strings here. Equals, let's do something a little bit different. I'm going to write I am called. All right. So I've declared this variable of type string, and I've assigned it the value of this string literal. So really I'm telling it to refer, I'm making it refer to this string literal here, which is just some text. It's a string. And let's do sysout like this, and then I'm going to write text plus name. So here I'm joining two strings together. Essentially I'm joining this variable with this variable. So really what I'm doing is I'm joining this string literal with this string literal. Yeah, because I'm joining that with that. Okay, let's run this and we'll see that it works. I am called John. And you can join multiple strings together. For example, I could define another string here. Let's call it end of sentence. So here I've got a variable name that's made up of multiple words, and I'm following the convention as usual. The first letter is lowercase, and we uppercase the first letter of each subsequent word. I'm going to set that equal just simply to a full stop, like that, And then in my system.out.print line, I can add on end of sentence. And here, to save me typing, I'm going to type the first bit and then press Control and then space. So Control and space at the same time. And hit return to select the first option. And it auto completes for me. Okay, let's run this. And you see that we've got a full stop on the end. So we've concatenated 3 strings together here. Try that for yourself. Try this little program and check you can get it working. And then try to make up some combination of strings and just output them yourself. So make up some program that involves, let's say, 3 strings and join them together and output them. Something like that. Make something up. Okay, so until next time, happy coding.